okayfm 101.7.
On the line, Mustapha Gbande, Deputy General Secretary, the largest opposition party. Our many abrasive person be their bang. Hi, Mustapha Machin. Hello. Hello. Nabako there.
Radia Yadum. Wadum TV on Pipe on Theatre. Yamina, that's all a cry. I want to every upon some and some. What's also a day in an about me. Even though they are comedy, even that a yabwa and shoe better. Yet, dear Yame and Yamemba. Sadia, G Israel for Sana Yame, Abaji Ghana for. In himself, a blue and premper so be out. The Nipa and Sanyami and Yamwa was a war named Nia, best solution in the end. Say 2024 about where Yame Aquania. A more best sorry up to a bar after Rabbi.
okayfm 101.
A could be a new one Yame Entiminko. Yame Dinkunim or a could be a Tian Crawford. A quite day and even Yan Sako, and Yahu Dinko, and yet true. Holding Yame, a quite could be a couldn't be out there. The end is there. Yes, and Yamia sick near bomb fireman Yamisa. Would be a iron the boot ties and Yamema and Wabama woman breast, Oma Diwomo, must stay woman Yama. The sense that the President Akufa on about me as Tegan upon your man. Yabaya to Somalia for, and I come dear and answer your war in the war groomer. And there come dear, come to a man which rub back. Now, so I buy penny for see any agent. Na Miss Obianka na kumentum. Ye wogidie. Sen kunim die nya me de bema yen. E obun sam ni awie yen hwehweye. E ma Goliath. O sorry say oni David na kwakoko ntokwa. So I dare say NPP for wie sika wosika. Mo mbe check now so 2024 they will lose the election. What was only a police for near dying? The Bible said, horses and chariots are prepared for days of battle, but victory belongs to God. The Lord of the army of Israel will defeat the enemy. That God who has created and watched over us will give victory to his people. That God will cause the strong to tremble, and he will cause the righteous to be victorious.
We'll call the righteous to be victorious. The gospel according to Mustapha Gbande. On this day, Friday, 6 September 2024. Where said, where heard. Now, I'm in Central near Tetina no Pese about Moto Yamu parliamentary candidate. BBS Ama Mocha about to Tintun. As we speak, you don't have any parliamentary candidate or Memphis Central. No
Crepa.
Eban saying.
Your call election, parliamentary and presidential election. Yes, Raya Freno, 2024 parliamentary and presidential election guideline. Apart from NDC constitution, that guideline only the shares we will be as running share the election in our now in that document we set up vetting committee, set up appeals committee, and set up special appeals committee. No, we are vetting the BR. One clear will be as one contested, and that was a finality to everybody's issue. The election anyway, and I joined Kujo won as a parliamentary candidate for Memphis Central. MP no so want to see. I didn't hear. Joanna the onye NDC. Meanwhile, party in the Semra, party no akọ emra no mu akọ niam no nyina hu say Joanna is a member in good standing. This is not the first time one obi epi baby a waba MP kura wo ho. Now MPP and now ba NDC. Nje jail. Wo ba no sa kwan no so ana wo de ba. Nye be hu an fen crof 19 at the party no akọ say court no nullify election no aye no Memphis Central among other things. Say they based on their further and better particulars. They don't think Joanne is qualified for that election at that time. When the court no aye. Court no di kosi October. So Obama ruling. Now so electoral commission right as a political party in Namfa one candidate and file next week. And now I'm saying party here independent of the judiciary, from the judiciary and exclusive from the judiciary. We are inclined to decide and to take decisions strategically we position our party for the election. And to hear the kind are granted the wish of the people in court. One, with the view set at the Asumgeba. Two, with the view set, Obian Sango contest, the woman in our party, ma. No, then we need election, no. Now we need not say Asumge Abba. And then the man, take a key decision, says, it is hard yet. Relief now, one should tell court now, court number grant to one another will not grant them in October, by which time we have filed parliamentary candidates. No, yeah, granted. Then you know, party no young election beam. We are the Timia and I believe that is the best decision, the most strategic decision. We will be there. President's way. Wale, almost all MPP who now not the region. Almost all the acquired the court are nullified based on irregularities. Election, no. Electoral Commission and our election as well. Irregularities, no. I nullify our election. So, NDC have taken this position, and I think that the people of Memphis Central are happy. And you'll be the decision will satisfy. But I think that in the interest of unity, progress of the party, bringing all persons closer to the party, allowing us to work as a team into the election, and also not being complacent in every seat, even though that is our stronghold. We intend to win every single seat. First of all, December 7, 9 p.m., the NDC will win majority in Parliament. And finally, and also presidential victory, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So we are not taking any issue for granted. We are dealing with every issue to please our party, bring the party together so that we can move together as a party.
We're just 3 months into the election now. We have been saying, any adverse effect be regarding Nipa Mube, say in an unlikely event, it's a new face. Marketing Nipano in 3 months against the parties are one way you are. It's not going to be a Herculean tax. Say, there will be some person moving a bit to me possible.
No, we don't think so because basically, no, contesting first. One, Dr. Karl Marx, Deputy International Relations Director, and I'm Noankasan, Honorable Kwache, and I take Joanna Jankujo. In the last few months, Joanna Jankujo have worked so much in that constituency. Here, Kayuprano, Oronoye, campaign committee chairman of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's campaign in that constituency. Woyejuma. Honorable Kwache, places are sitting MP and the MP is still holding the constituency. So he is still very impactful in that constituency. So we don't think that the election area, any of the people cannot market themselves. Wale, they nullified the election, but we have a candidate that has been campaigning for a long time. Well, and once we finish the election and the party can have a way of marketing candidates in that special instance to make sure that we win that seat.
Okay, away from Memphis Central, I feel the generality of former President John Dramani Mahama, Napra Wobo, as Mustapha and Namubia. So far, back and say with 3 months to go. Can you acceptance no any ratio to say?
I think that basically, you know, Ghana phone now say 2024 December 7th. Now what tiase? Now what time akwaba? Etia President Nana Akufo-Addo third time one. Abesha Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. 2. Abanya. From wa born Ghana, have born near Ghana, and we say this because we have evidence. We did here Ghana for one met person ko Fujuma woman guru. And Kofa woman we woman yuma employ Ghana for woman guru. And try woman trade actually Ghana for and let Yempum Adani and Kwaye. Ukwe Tianko, Ukwe Numanko. The only light that we see ahead as a country is the NDC. Another 6 months of the NPP, there will not be a country called Ghana. They will write for sale on this country. And if President Akufo-Addo has any relationship with the government of this country, in the next 6 months, they will sell this country. Broad daylight, they will negotiate it at Jubilee House. Normal as a private company should come and take over Ghana and manage, so that they will take a kickback. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, in terms of the message, you have a clear message, concise message, specific problems, localized. That are what here. Two, in terms of track record, where you be that? Why you be done here, Smano?
Mustapha, where the Minchuano, sa record as him ya or the bar ye, and Enra, in the voice of the vice president and flag bearer of the NPP, or say, records no crantina, Amura, Kaniman Penny John Dramani Mahama, and to me accepting any debating because on Mr. or bar or Bamba in boot for boot and or the better form. And no crown or dying as well to a crime say. Ghana for and Yadia or did say one better about the ama former President John Dramani Mahama.
Well, Napua may have said, and you school to do our connector on answer. The MPP's running mates have shown. MP, oh, now, and you will be our school. The Timu Najimu Edo. And the fact that what school. Now, but the major paper so I can near man doesn't mean, sir. Who to me, I so share His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the record. Now, share Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia record. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been used as a vehicle of deception against the people of Ghana. Me, I be here. Also, for the workers of me, be na my dream to them in saying a year. Who do it? The cabal against President Akufo-Addo have used Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as a vehicle, an instrument of political destruction, an instrument of deceit and destruction while they were behind committing fraud. They used Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to deceive the people of Ghana. Governance is not about standing by a podium and lying. It's about being part of the Ghanaian problem. It's about putting yourself to the Ghanaian problem. And your President Akufo-Addo here and I say they will fight Galamsey. And then what is? I heard you talking about it. Will you say that you take this government serious? And Galamsey the Kwano. And then you Mrantiano Yana anymore. I'm buying penny for the shake. And I dare the MPP if they really say people in the Jubilee House and their ministers are not part of the Galamsey project. Woman Niampa Niampa them through country. Niampa NDC executive, Niampa MPP executive, Niamko Bush, I dare the president. Woman no more copper Chinese poor. No one would soldier Pami and Ranting in every year and no more fans are no matter no to Galamsey. And I dare the president if he wants. Let us be transparent with the people of Ghana in our fight against Galamsey. In our attempt to regularize and save our vegetation. Let us go and do that. We don't trust this government.
Mustapha, when Tina Galamsey and you to mean to us, you know.
There'll be a better day to us, yeah. But President Akufo-Addo, so betu galamsey atia galamsey no atu asia no enya say wo be pam nkrofo no because it's a sophisticated industry. NDC will not stop the galamsey, but NDC will regularize the mining activities. And Mantia Wamu ye, they omnakoswa ye, but Wamu Yan baby a best through. And I say, method that Wamu de Wogo galamsey no, gold no. You better regularize it in so now, what the Wogo no. Uber to no recycle. That's a Wogo and cost stream Munkoseno. But Woman MPP for buyer, what would be a soldier for a pump ranting in every you them? One the China for, and one the national security in Ranchakoye gate, and two the Kogalamde title, Ubena gate bay two, a soldier for a national security for it now. One amount of Tatumino. And then Anuyana, a environmental forestry commission for Becate, and call for a woman to go to no forest, no. And two are Omukita, a powerful senior Ghana soldier Fukuta. Na Kurumuha, terrorists, let me who the ever Kurumuha. Na Yaponya Galamsey for a woman a tour, a powerful senior military for now abandon the society. They say that they are not in charge of Galamsey. They are the ones. A Minister of Science and Technology, Becca Sai. Which people did he mention their name? Okay, when you talk about track record, the MPP and their leadership today have normalized foolish talk. Because they will share and someone will and right, Matthew Poku Pempe, doctor title, or say there's no country in the world that 24-hour economy, 1 year, 24 hours. I think he doesn't understand, he's ignorant. Because 24-hour economy is a title of a policy that has 3 shifts for a day. And so when you have leading people who want to lead this country, as president and vice president, talking like this, you only know, sir, they are full of lies, they are a deception. Almost strategy, but I couldn't say, I've been normal implementing next week. Almost more Connive. What more is it not? No? Your campaign launch near Adia, a Juma Ayan or Haruna Moye Jumano, assassin. And to one more class, say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and your proper Nodna. Nanane Papa, a house boy, a Nodna fee. If you have people who think like this, you can only call them lunatics. If you are a political party that believes that this should be their strategy in winning election, you can only call them hallucinated people. MPP for about 1 year, 2 of them by. Why are they afraid of going into a clean election today? If they have really worked and Ghanaians are happy, make the election free for all, 1 for 1. With a transparent process and see if Ghanaians will vote for them. What are they afraid? Today, when you are calling to the table of a credible election, NPP is running away. Because what they want to do is to use the military, abuse the police to rig an election. Because they know that their whole government is a syndicate of fraud, criminality, and the Jubilee House have become a depraved crime scene. That is what the MPP have done. There are places that they don't even have water to drink, but their government is in power. That is the stronghold of the MPP. They are not even sensitive enough to say that, but we're going to a place that it cut the core community of millions of people out of Ashanti region itself. Meanwhile, their government, that is their stronghold. Now, Matthew Poku Prempe, let him go and tour Ashanti region. Let him go to the details of the region and find out the rate of poverty in Ashanti region. Yakwa Ejusu by election. And then we in the MPP Pokochana and Rante Okono.
Oh.
They didn't give them jobs.
Mustapha and the Wadaroma.
MPP
Mepacho.
And Yamina make count.
But
Nana who's that? Yakwa by election by MPP, Ejusu MPP.
And the boys in the back, no. Oh, okay.
See, Rante and one Rebecca said, you may not Yakwa Trabano. MPP in Penny for by just over a we, my woman. And the Asante Yamunya vote free, that is what you can do for them. So when people are talking like that, and they know the government is about putting food on the table of Ghanaians, and President Akufo-Addo and Bawumia's government have all been about stealing, about corruption, about taking Ghana's money, stealing of public lands, destroying every single thing they have come to meet. The danger is that in the next 1 year, if you leave these people close to power, we will not be having a Ghana Republic. They will sell it. They will write for sale on Ghana. President Akufo-Addo and Bawumia and the people around them have the appetite to sell everything that belongs to the country. You have a Jubilee House or Maton. At the Jubilee House, Forest, or Mayanua, maybe I know. They are selling every single thing. These are the people who say that Papa or Baha within 4 years. If you mention John Mahama, you have hospitals around his name. You have school infrastructure around his name. You have $1 to a cedi of 4 Ghana cedis, 4.2. If you mention John Dramani Mahama, you have a president at least. He will not order people to kill you. He will not order people to arrest you. He will not abuse the military. He will not abuse the police. That is President John Dramani Mahama, a character of compassion and integrity, a God-fearing human being. Nana, osophobia, Abatowi, Odi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia-Chi, and Napoechire. That person is equivalent to Judas, our betrayed Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I'm telling you. Because Ghanaians are hard-pressed. This government is evil. They are a source of reproach. They are a source of pain, affliction against the people of Ghana. And now people cannot take care of their families because President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia are in power. Napo Ahomako, as running mates. Nuniamabia Oye is against the Bible. There are things that Napo does that we know is against it. The Bible has spoken against it. His prayer cannot go to heaven. Can you make that man your vice president? Can you make him a vice president? Does he qualify? Is he fit for purpose? I used to respect Napo so much. I used to think that beyond the fact that one name kasa, the gift of speech. But I also didn't know he can talk loosely like that. Who could that platform so kasa? NDC for comedy at a software comedy. How do you expect people to take you serious and not call you a lunatic? If you stand on a public platform, you say that a political party has killed pastors.
Mustapha Gbande, where do I down Roma? I now where he be say lunatic and that's how we need it.
Lunatic and yet the atemo where you'll be an Ivy Mukano.
Oh, the Batsan Napuajin Munkano.
That means Napo.
Ah,
Message will be could not platform so. A political party like NDC, I didn't know the people Ghanaians and fees away lunatic. Napodia, Baby Ojinano will still continue to respect him because he's a running mate of a political party. Today, he's a senior party member of the NPP in terms of hierarchy. We respect our colleagues and we respect our brothers. But where you reach should determine your action. By this time, I expect the running mate of the NPP, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Vice President. He's never spoken like this before. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was a Vice President. He never spoke like this before. Akwesi Amisata was a Vice President and a running. He never spoke like this before. Yeah, but the Anapoka Koibia, what the other call from Sao. So be our baby Vice President. You should be having a conversation, say, a common at the Ghana for. At the end, you bear the Adriania to home table. And Ranta woman ye Jumania. 10 year bear, no money Jumaya. A quanya ye, 10 year bear near bear. Galamja Yakasin so as day, or as day, 10 year bear, no woman not a woman. That is the conversation of the Ghanaian people. Her Excellency, Professor Jenano Pukajibai. All capital in the ones who do be a tender. Nana, can you point to me? Say, Professor Jenano Pukajibai, Akastem Pia, which me I say, I'm not empty, and I say, Tia will be that. That wasn't how he was brought. But she wasn't saying like that. She represents the pedigree of her title. She represents the academic excellence of her personality. But when your actions defeat your title that you hold, it's a disgrace and it's a shame. And the NPP should be worried about it. That this is the kind of character they have made a running mate to be contesting the election. And now no attach Yanko Khan, someone can where you are also lawyer. I mean, Yakuma Malek, a reply one. After one was Mutikuapai, Baumia and Yipakuna. No, Baumia is not a Muslim. Mr. Mustapha Hamid said, I want to Baumia running mate. No, and now one on say, on training Baumia in Islam. Mustapha Hamid. So when somebody says that Baumia is not a Muslim, it's a fact. And I've said it before that any day Baumia will recite a Quranic version, I will resign as the Deputy General Secretary. If you go and say things like this as senior party members, now Emrantia Ereplawa, you have people sitting at the Ghana Police Service and writing to individuals and inviting them. Where have we reached in this country? And now John Dumelu, any Lydia last and Koye debate. John could do home. No more friendly V8 crop for V8 crop. You know, this is Lydia. Then now person who now be DMP. Okay, after our times they apologize. Who is the police patrol headquarters, CID headquarters? Actual letter the Akoti TV3 say, Omu investigate on that matter. But now one Napoka say, NDT Kweku and so forth there. Police for now identical. What kind of hypocrisy is this? What kind of hypocrisy is this? Move by intimidate and 3 months to election. So these people cannot be trusted with governance. They have abused power so much and MPP. Hey, most of the businessmen in the MPP are only praying for NDC to come to power. MPP probably are the ones supporting the NDC to win election. And then MPP, what we want so and incorporate anymore, but yeah, to my NDC. Because we agree that this government is, excuse my language, the most insensitive, the most reckless, the most corrupt, the most fraudulent government that has ever happened to the people of Ghana. President Akufo-Addo constitutes our biggest regret as a nation. Sir, 80 years old man, you have supervised this fraud scheme stealing, the fraud of the public purse, taking what belongs to the nation without conscience. When we ask them what they need, and when we say it, they want to come and intimidate anybody. Isn't that media? Almost say, "Many yamin there." So they are pony. That's a omuntu tuunku and normal level. Yeah, say I'm Robert. You have people who think like this. Can they kill anybody? Have we gotten that bad? Thank you for making me a Trabema camp for her. The national security plan say leading members of the NPP into Twinku before election. Are they man? Now that is the conversation. Disregard anything Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia says because he doesn't have credibility. He is not there. He simply cannot overturn the tragedy his own government has put us in. And we are saying, sir, if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can implement at least one of his policies before election, we'll take him some more serious. Because he is not a minister. He is not an assembly member. He is not a DC. He is not an MPP office. He is the leader of the party today. He wields a lot of influence. He is the bearer of the MPP. He also doubles as the vice president of the Republic of Ghana. Let him at least put some impact on the title that he holds as a vice president. Let him convince people, say, the position of vice president is a very influential position, so that we'll take him serious. And so these kind of people are trying to rebrand themselves. They are trying to lie. They are trying to do everything. People who came to tell you will protect the public purse, they are stealing the purse away. Only by no man do Okumo and Tiagana for. Mr. National Service Secretariat, yet the Emrantianica, National Service personnel. Woman Napko, Uncopabaya, Commission War, Independence, Kanana okay.
Yeah.
What would Emrantianica? 7 months. Do you defraud your own people like this? Nurses, trainees. who be some nurses for our woman school since 2016 business. Woman will pay new one allowances month to month since they were in school. Go and ask them. You have these chacha for are walking about and telling you that they will break the 8, and you want us to take them serious. So what system let waba? So won't tower for Obama woman. Ten year team. So what the action? What you mean to Milo? What you mean to Fuela? Call to Obama NPP. We are Kuyanina and then won't mean to fertilizer, won't mean to Grantia, won't mean to condemn one. To Obama NPP. In that team. I think we have no being said will be a show system net waba. About 1 in so. Abaya a woman in so. Abaya woman so in a minute so. And when the wicked rule, the righteous ultimately suffer.
Mustapha Gbande.
We are Muslim, we are Christian, we are Dinsinio, we are Yameba. The whole bra, not just a some and so. And we must get rid of them and say, you devil, go away from me. Let us say that to the NPP. Let us say that to President Akufo-Addo. Let us say that to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Matthew Opoku Pempe. Say, you devil, go away from me.
And now question, Baba say. Say, share Niama we enumerating regarding o de try say aban no enkoyi amamwo nkoyi no a. And then we say why not accept the debate nankasa Niama we na that will be a major and one of the greatest platform mubenya na mo dey advance say debate ni argument ya mama say who say yes indeed and she say any ntutu na nkoyi.
Oh, Minia. Ghana for swan sound. And now pay near na classroom because I want to be man. Also, now they would do salary over the edge. Who do Kako to filling station? Fuel out on William. Have you bought fuel at that price before? Who got some Milo? Who got some sugar? Eddie Mamini and Mao here. Also, do you ask yourself, Usalaga Waji, Nina, better Milo, Captain Bakope?
Okay.
Do you need a debate to vote? MPP for NRA and then I know Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia koye stakeholder engagement. Ewo kakwe. Oma copy free enko. President Mahama and the community engagement at the bar say. Answer me your manifesto. Bebe ya kwa ya friend building the Ghana we want. Young could see Ghana for. Near her woman how. Near first solution because that is the responsibility of government. So it wasn't surprising, sir. Yeah, or yes, that for New the whole country will share next for teacher for a magazine for in fact 24-hour economy chrono. Oko Kumasi magazine, the almost here. All they needed was light. Once for light two as here a teacher for our more or we humanajo and they bet you no more you kawaba fawadi. And so, when you have done all this, you acquire your manifesto. No one acquire your manifesto. No manifesto, no Ghana for rejected. Last Sunday, one acquire supplementary manifesto. Ghana for answer rejected because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said, "There are Ghana for bringing that was solve problems. Meaning obey president at then obey. If you have a flag bearer thinking like this, will you go and debate with him? Flag bearer or your vice president, this is his mentality. Say, he has solved a sending Nana Ghana for who told one. Then may president a problem and a mess of. Will you go and vote for that person? This is the flag bearer talking. Number two, Yabo approving NDC. We have a responsibility to convince Ghanaians that we can solve the people's problem. But MPP has a responsibility to account for what they did with 8 years. Loans now, one village, one dam, Sikano, Ewahin. One district, one factory, Sikano, Ewahin. Agenda 111, Ewahin. One constituency, $1 million, Ewahin. Yet is the council accommodating, Ewahin. I will use the ANAS principle, Ewahin. Teachers are suffering. What is their state today? Nurses are suffering. Journalists are suffering. Farmers are suffering. What has the MPP done about this in the last 7 years? They haven't accounted that one. And they are saying debate. Let them go to Akosombo and account to the people of Akosombo and the Volta region about the spillage. Let them go and account. Let them go to Ashanti region and account why they got their vote in 2016 and abandoned Ashanti region, only empowered individuals to be showing pomposity in Ashanti town. Let them go and account. Omunko Swami, Womunka explaining to Swami magazine for I didn't know where Ashanti NPP stronghold. No more benches for now 7.5 years. Womunko accounting Mako I didn't know about so 7.5 years. Ashanti region na Koko every year. I didn't know Koko Jumano Egu. I buy and do. I buy any spray. I buy any Koko board any free. If we have one ebre, no one Jacoton Waboka. Let's go and account to the people of Ashanti region why Cocoa sector is collapsing. Let them account to the people of Ghana. Say, I planting for food and jobs. I jump for banners. Oh, no, you no, you say revise planting for food and jobs. Phase 2. Is it not the same minister who shamelessly wrote, so we have shortage of grains in Ghana? Is it not a shame that a young man, Yaduwaya, a Greek minister, your legacy is that under you there's famine that come to Ghana for? Let them account. And now one and one kojina. That's what they can say. Planting for food and job was a successful government policy. Planting for food and job, ye do. Into say a do. No more what we are for. I didn't know come home. Don't we have evidence that a buying penny for a ton fertilizer? Yeah, they work we are for under planting for food and job. Don't we have evidence? Let them account to Ghanaians. Cocoa smuggle. One in the shade, a buying penny NPP penny for the shade that one smuggle cocoa. Let them account to the people of Ghana. What debate? IEA annual debater. Ghana won't even decide. It's even an insult to a Ghanaian who is hungry. And then if you want to see the kind of hardship these people have brought, go to churches and check their accounts. Go to churches and check the tithe they collect. Check the offering that people offer to God. God is the most feared man on earth. Go and check, sir. Are people able to go and donate to God? Then you can know that is the real economy. The real economy in teacher near according to salary on to mean panto cement, on to mean panto iron rod. And also crano, they say I will talk cement one bagger and do fair said yet. And Katia Boga, ya piso and ya kuno. Let them account to the people of Ghana. Who got top foil in there? Yen be south or NDC or NPP over no aborting. Let them account to the people of Ghana why we got this far. I didn't know President Akufo-Addo nebusi afford here. One enjoy 80 Land Cruiser back on Edita Kunya. Now come the Ghana for. Let them explain. Let them explain. Say, I didn't know Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia top backs I can see our Danish celebrity of our time. Abra, Mame Fua Womo the hospital, Omunya healthcare. And Ma Womo Omunya healthcare. Yamayu Awobu school, they don't get free pass. Don't we have a shameful system in place? A young vice president here. What you offered Ghanaians in the last 7 years have been celebrity behaviors. Celebrity behaviors. Nothing impactful. Social media, second lady. Social media. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia only what we can remember her for is her dress code in a poor country like Ghana. In the Ghana where people cannot get birth in the hospital, you have your vice president's wife being a celebrity who showcased fashion. Let the NPP explain. Let Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia explain why he went to the north and lied to the people of Yendi and the people of Palugu that he was going to build a dam, only for us to spend $11 million without a single block. Let them explain. We don't have to go to IEA to say that to the people of Ghana.
Well, in a minute, the Inquisitor today, front page. What Mustapha Gbande said, Moses and Money Electoral Commission, a meeting, Padia. Just say you're trying to live. So Olympic Games, of course, were Paris, and I said, no. Ghana and Angola, Moshe, one. I have any life, no, sir. I said, Money Electoral Commission, be meeting. More penny life, sir. Why?
Electoral Commission Juma Wamuye. The bedrock of Wamu Juma is transparency. The one tongue we are. Unsan show go to Abra Wadu Begum. The Electoral Commission any BB and Wumudi Hinta Ghana war. And they represent transparency and fairness. And Niama you discover. Woman baby two more says you have almost suspended district director in Pusiga. There is more that will give to them. If they are not afraid and they think that it was a mistake and Ghanaians should take them serious, let them telecast Ghana. The Electoral Commission have shown that they are afraid of Ghanaians. They have something to hide. Particularly when the NPP will say want to break the 8. But people's names are being deleted. People's names have been illegally transferred. And the NPP is lifted. So you ask yourself, say, are these people who are saying we are breaking the 8 and now power? And now say, and Niama ACC or voters register, no, they stand to benefit. Also, the current voter register that we have is not fit for purpose. They have fraudulently manipulated it. They have criminally interfered with it.
Then me say Mate dia easy say mu demand no enye possible.
Yeah, Omaka. But we have shown that the NDC want to be fair to Ghanaians, but if he doesn't want to be fair to Ghanaians, and it's near Kadebia said that the BBC 2024 election, yeah, Bob, yes, saying a mistake. On Shen Dien
Okay.
NPP NDC Kuba. Ghana have suffered for 7 years. What no Ghanaian want to see is conflict. Yes, sir, so Japonia police who are almost Ghana has saying. You must rise up. One uniform crowd, one more you import China uniform, the brother to Japan. Minister of Defense, you cannot defend a criminal. You cannot defend a syndicate of fraud. You cannot abuse power in favor of people who are against the republic. Look, the public enemies are the ones in Jubilee House. They are public enemies. They are a source of petty and pain. These are not people you defend them. Let us have a transparent election process. NPP is running away. They are deleting voting. NPP is running away. It's not possible. So we better not Posiga. No waiting logging in at headquarters. No transfer names. It is not possible. It doesn't make sense. It is somebody at the Electoral Commission's headquarters who must manipulate in terms of hierarchy of data. A data that is in family staff, more than Kokodia Koposiga. It is not possible, sir. A district officer in AAE constituency can transfer over 3,800 people out of the constituency at that level. It can only take somebody at headquarters. So you see, there are some actors and characters within the Electoral Commission who are perpetrating electoral crime of fraud, illegal interference with the document called Provisional Voters Register. What we have today will be a source of confusion in this country if we are supposed to use this document and the posture of Bosman Asare for the 2024 election. One the country Wali election, so and the court are nullified, and the nullification occurred as a result of what they call electoral irregularities. NPP, Electoral Commission can supervise one more election. That is the reward. So you see, the commissioner may be innocent. The deputy commissioners may be innocent. But is it everybody that is innocent? We don't know. You cannot say that you know. And to me, I see any audit. Any more transparent with what we do. Let us make Ghanaians part of the conversation. Electoral Commission is the boo. Meanwhile, you hear any petri and Zania Kotelekasi. Maybe I'm a press conference or Electoral Commission headquarters. At the Entina meeting, the most journalists were better movie. Have they got to hide?
Mustapha, Yanasa no pay na beyond almost one money. More any other means be a mobile fast say Sadia Moka say voters register no.
Okay.
Problem ne woman able to me resolve.
Yachi woman. They say Otto Ajamuafo now what to Bamonin Soko. And that year, the Electoral Commission, so I'm a woman who said, and someone is to a voter register, and a mistake, a deliberate, a intentional. This is to advise the elements within the military and the police who think that they will interfere in the election to advise themselves. Because clearly, the Electoral Commission is not doing what is right. And if they dare do the wrong thing, will not come out of the election clean. Because I saw the one now, camp, NPP who NDC who. So one year will go to an election where the soldiers at the barracks will begin to take political picture. The police officers we have, NPP forum, NDC forum, they don't do things right. We'll go into the election where you have NDC police and you have NPP police. If they don't do the right thing, and anybody thinks that better police headquarters are intimidating will be, they should advise themselves, because we will not agree. The NDC of 2020 is not the NDC of today. The NDC of today is willing, ready, battle out our rights. The NDC of today is willing to stand up and man up to oppression. The NDC of today is willing to speak out for Ghanaians to hear. The NDC of today has the passive support of all Ghanaians that we must change this government, but it must be through an election.
All right.
Let no one, and I mean let no one, including the presidency, think that they can use any force, any form of manipulation, any other means than what is lawful to win an election. And I can say to them, with the support of the NDC fraternity, say, nobody will be a president in Ghana 2025 as a result of a flawed, rigged election. At best, you'll be managing your own political party and not the Republic of Ghana. We will not agree. We will do the right thing, and the right thing is what will take us into this election. So you see, Kwame, offer. If the Electoral Commission has nothing to hide, why is it running away from the public? Yen who irregularities, then you trocoma, yen discuss or begum. Your person who near Mana Sana, Yababigam, because they are administrative in nature. No one my day says, sit, Yabako meeting. Meeting done so no Jamiako press conference. With your deficient credibility and integrity, your illogical display of criminal behaviors towards the voters register. One for your press conference to defend yourself, and you have given room for a lot of questions. And that's okay. Let the public see what we are going to present to you. You are running away from that one. What have they got to hide?
Yeah, that's
what is it that the NPP and the Electoral Commission is running away from? Why?
Yeah. What we say there, we will get the answers from the Electoral Commission, certainly. And as well as my catch and Yami catch from Manti.
OKFM 101.7.